Okay, good morning students. Let's start today's topic Peninsular Plateau, chapter number 2, class 9, the another important physiographic division of our country, Peninsular Plateau. In this chapter, we will learn about our country's plateau and their classification and Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. This topic we will learn in this topic. Okay, let's start from the first Peninsular Plateau. So, what is the meaning of peninsular? What is the meaning of peninsular? Peninsular means a land mass which three area covered with water. That area is known as peninsular. So, in our country's peninsular, the first characteristic is that the peninsular plateau is a tableland topography. Tableland topography means this plateau, not a plain, not a mountain, means undulating type topography, means this type of undulating type topography. Suppose mountain, then valley, first mountain, then valley, then mountain, then valley. This type of topography is known as undulating topography by tableland topography. So, in our country's peninsular plateau, is tableland topography. Second, it is composed by old crystalline igneous rock, igneous and metamorphic rock. Means these plateaux are formed due to the formation of volcanic magma. In this region, these plateaux are formed igneous and metamorphic rock. Okay. Third, it was formed due to the breaking and drifting of Gondwana land. Means when the Gondwana land was formed in our world, but when the landmass are formed due to the plate tectonic theory, on that time this plateau also formed. Means this whole landmass means due to the movement of plate tectonic theory, but due to the movement of plates, these are the whole plateau are formed in our country. Okay. Next, this plateau has broad and shallow valley around the hill. Shallow valley around the hill means these are the mountain area. This area covering area of plateau. This plateau's whole area, some of mountain and some of valley are situated in this region, such as Chotnagpur Plateau and also Deccan Trough, Nilgiri, Anaimodi, Mohendragiri. These are the some prominent hill also found in this plateau. Next, this peninsular plateau black soils are known as Deccan Trough. Why this area black soil? Because this area is known as Deccan Trough. This area is known as Deccan Trough. Deccan Trough because these area are formed due to the active volcanoes region. These is area known as Deccan Trough, which also part of Maharashtra, and this area is also known as Deccan Trough and ideal for cotton cultivation. Okay. So, last the peninsular plateau has divided into two broad division. First is known as Central Highland. This upper part is known as Central Highland. And this triangular shape is known as Deccan Plateau. So, first is known as Central Highland and second is known as Deccan Plateau. Okay. Okay, so let's next topic we will start about the Central Highland. What is Central Highland? The part of peninsular value laying the north of Narmada river, covering the major area of Malabar Plateau is known as Central Highland. Means this area, all of you know that this area are Narmada river spread, and this whole area covering this east side and western side. This whole area is known as Central Highland. Whole area is known as Central Highland. Okay, Central Highland. So, Central Highland are wider in west and narrow in east. means this area are wider in west side and narrow in the east side. Okay, this eastward extension are locally known as Bundelkhand, Bhagalkhand and Chotnagur Plateau. So in this picture you have seen that this area means this area Chotnagur Plateau and Bhagalkhand and Bundelkhand. These are the eastern boundary of Central Highland. Okay, then western boundary of Central Highland. Western boundary, these are the area, the western extension join the sandy and rocky desert of Rajasthan. Means this area is the part of Central Highland in western side. This area the western border of Central Highland, Rajasthan area. So this whole area means west to east. This whole area is known as area is known as Central Highland. Okay, this whole area is known as Central Highland in this picture. Okay, so let's next topic is known as Deccan Plateau. Okay, Deccan Plateau. So Deccan Plateau, which area is known as Deccan Plateau? Deccan Plateau okay, so let's start Deccan Plateau. So Deccan Plateau is a triangular landmass, means this the next part is known as Deccan Plateau, which is known as triangular landmass. This area is known as Deccan Plateau. This area is known as Deccan Plateau. Okay, this Deccan Plateau lies in the south of Satpura range, extend toward the Cape Comorin. Means this area, this Satpura range, all of you find out Satpura range, Satpura mountain, and this Satpura mountain to the it is spread in the Cape of Comorin in this area, Cape of Comorin. Cape of Comorin. Okay, this area to spread means this Deccan Plateau. These Deccan Plateau are composed also the old crystalline rock, metamorphic and igneous. These are also made by metamorphic and igneous rock. The plateau generally slope towards the east, means this area means this area to slope this area. Okay, why? Because Western Ghat is much higher than Eastern Ghat. That's why this plateaus. And also another important reason also you can find out that in our country's maximum river are drained into Bay of Bengal. That's why you can easily identify that the Deccan Plateau is much higher in western side to eastern side. its height varies from 300 meters to 900 meters above the sea level. So above the sea level, these plateaus are height varies from 300 meter to 900 meter above sea level. Some of areas highest peak, some of areas low plain area. That's why the height also varies 300 to 900 meter. Next, the Western Ghat. Okay, Western Ghat. The Western Ghat lies parallel to the western coast and starts from Tapi river to Nilgiri of the south. So this Western Ghat, this area means Tapi river to starts and they end into the Kanyakumari. Okay, at the end into the last part of Kanyakumari. It the continuous and can be crossed through the pass only. So it is continuous, means this whole area starting to end. This whole area continuous, means cannot broke down. Some only some part of area these area are continuous, means cannot cut. Okay, Western Ghat are higher than Eastern Ghat, means Western Ghat are higher than Eastern Ghat. The average height 900 to 1600 meter. So these areas average height 9000 to 1600 meter. The highest peak Anaimudi, which is situated in Kerala. situated in Kerala, and Dodabeta also. The Western Ghat is the source of peninsular river and causes of orographic rain. So, in our country's maximum peninsular river such as Narmada, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, all are sourced from Western Ghat and drained into Bay of Bengal. Okay, all are Bay of Bengal. Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, all are river. So, so that is the main source of Western Ghat is the main source of peninsular plateau. And causes of orographic rain. What is orographic rain? Orographic rain during the monsoon time, the seashore area to wind coming out in this area, and they first act to the barrier by Western Ghat, act to the barrier of Western Ghat and causes of rainfall. This rainfall is known as orographic rainfall, and this area receive almost 200 to 400 centimeter rainfall. Okay. Next, the Eastern Ghat. The Eastern Ghat are discontinuous. Discontinuous means they are separated from one mountain to other mountain, separated by the different river region such as Narmada, Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri. These are the river coming out from Western Ghat, and that's why these Western Ghats are discontinuous. And it is stretched from Mahanadi Valley, means they start from Mahanadi Valley, to the Nilgiri Hill in south, So this area is to south are the spread. The highest peak in this region, the Mahendragiri, which are situated in Andhra Pradesh. These are the Mahendragiri in this area situated. Eastern Ghat highest peak almost 1501 meter. Some famous hill stations are situated in this region such as Uti, Kodaikanal, etc. These are the some prominent hill stations also situated in this region, which also attract the tourists. Okay, these are the topic today's, and next day we are going to start on the next part of the physiography division. So all of you, thank you, and like, subscribe and share to my YouTube channel if you like this video. Okay.